What up, peeps? Mr. Bones here for Dollar Tree Theater, brought to you by Hobbs Horror. And we're going to talk about Sean Cunningham's The New Kids. I was surprised when this popped up at the Dollar Tree, this cool ass edition. The VHS slipcover. Introducing The New Kids, a startling non-stop ticket to terror from director Sean S. Cunningham. After their parents die in a car crash, two all-American teens, Lauren, played by Shannon Presby, and Abby, played by Lori Loughlin, aka Aunt Becky from Full House, go to live with relatives in a small Florida town. But trouble begins once members of a vicious gang led by Dutra, played by James Spader, bet on who'll be the first to seduce the innocent Abby. When she spurns their obscene advances, the thugs embark on a sadistic campaign of vandalism, arson, and assault. The savagery escalates until Lauren must defend himself and his sister in a brutal fight to the death in a carnival midway. It's the new kids trying to make it in this town might kill them. I've never seen this movie until I heard it popped up at the Dollar Tree, and luckily I found a copy. And this movie is brutal, intense, and it sort of stressed me out watching it. And it's mean-spirited. You got Lauren and Abby, and their father's played by Tom Atkins, who's in it for about 10 minutes. He's an army dude, and they get along real good, and at the beginning they go on like a long run, jog, and like obstacle course, and punching a body bag, and crawling under fences and shit. So they're army brats. And the parents go off somewhere, and the kids are having some kind of pizza party at the house, and they get a call, and all of a sudden Lauren, the brother, is trying to get them to quiet down, and he says, "Shut the hell up," because they wouldn't shut up. And then he tells his sister he just got a call that their parents died. So they have to go live with, after the funeral, they have to go live with their aunt and uncle, who live at an amusement park that they bought and are trying to fix up and start back. So they move to this new town, I think it was in Florida, and move in with their family who's got the amusement park. And they start school there, and the local assholes, hoodlums, see her and it shows a scene of them at their backwoods home, start a bet on who can get with her first, and when she turns them all down and makes them mad and pissy and makes them want to keep trying to scare her and attack her, and then it's just like, I don't know, at different points it's like, come on now, you can't be trying to rape Aunt Becky for Full House, stop that shit. And they try a couple times, but they fail. And it's just got crazy, intense, brutal shit in this. Like, they just go and fucking take her from the school dance, kidnap her from where she comes out of the bathroom, take her home to their backwoods, and they kidnap her and take her back home to their backwoods hillbilly area. And so they start dousing her with friggin' lighter fluid, just because she didn't want to date none of them. You don't want to date us, we'll just burn you alive, you know, because that makes sense. And then the biggest dude there drops his pants, like, oh fuck, and she kicks him in the nuts and grabs a rock and hits one of the other guys in the head and takes off running, runs all the way home to the carnival, the amusement park, and their van's there. They beat her there, and they're there, and they're killing all the animals. They had like a goat and geese and bunny rabbits and sheep and shit, and kill a goat and putting the blood all over the uncle, and they got a damn pit bull there, and they're gonna have it eat up the uncle, which is another thing that bothers me. The animal, the pit bull abuse. I have an American Pit Bull Terrier. She's the sweetest dog I've ever met. Dogs are only mean like that when you make them be, and I didn't like that being in the movie. And then they're pulling down um, Abby's pants and acting stupid, and that makes the old uncle hulk out and throw them all off him, and the blood goes all over the big dude. And the dog gets loose and eats him alive, eats his throat, and then the main asshole, played by James Spader, Dutra or something like that, his name's Dutra, it should be Douche, shoots his dog in the head for killing his friend. When I'm like, what the fuck, you're the one that made that dog like that, and you was just going to have it kill the uncle. And while they're dealing with that, she gets loose, the brother makes it home, and then it turns into a free-for-all, because these two kids are army brats. Their dad taught them how to take care of themselves. They're sneaking around through the carnival, and all the bad guys have shotguns trying to shoot them, and Lauren's doing all these army rolls and dodging all the bullets, and he booby traps the place. He rigs the Ferris wheel that one of the assholes is in to flip him upside down. He falls out and dies. One of the bad guys get their head run over by the roller coaster, which is awesome. So, by the time it's time for the revenge parts, it's pretty awesome when all the bad guys get theirs. So yeah, I'd recommend you check this out. It's a classic I didn't know about. That's what I watched. Peace.